In a nearly abandoned section of Chene Street on Detroit's east side, there are signs of growth in the form of greenhouses.
In tonight's Detroit 2020, photojournalist John Chelino shows us how Recovery Park is a dream nearly 10 years in the making.
Where we're standing right now, within 3 minutes walking distance, there were 2,500 people that lived here. Today there's 17 people left.
7 years ago, when WXYZ's Detroit 2020 initiative profiled Gary Wozniak, Recovery Park was a plan on paper and a dream.
The vision was to take an area of the city which had not been defined at that point and create an agricultural community built around commercial agriculture, not only to bring a new industry to the city of Detroit, but to create jobs for our designated workforce.
Gary, a former substance abuser, wanted to create jobs in urban agriculture for people with barriers to employment.
How we treat people that are coming out of prison, how we treat people coming out of drug treatment programs, how we give people a second, a third, a fourth chance until they actually make it.
Initial progress for Recovery Park was slow, raising capital, a city going through bankruptcy. But the first important steps in making Gary's plan a reality came in the form of these hoop houses in the old Poletown neighborhood.
In the last 3 years, these greenhouses have grown about 130 different vegetable varieties. At one point last year, before we closed them down for the winter, we had product in 130 restaurants.
Gary estimates that resulted in about $200,000 in revenue, but more importantly, proving that Recovery Park was working.
The last 3 years has been really, really fast-paced.
In the basement of Recovery Park's headquarters on Chene Street this winter, another sign of progress was beginning to take root in the form of hydroponic gardens.
You have a 12-day growing cycle in this pond that starts from the germination stage all the way to the harvest stage.
A kind of proving ground for maybe Recovery Park's biggest step in 2020, 2 acres of permanent glass greenhouses.
The springtime we'll have bulldozers in here and we'll be erecting our first 2-acre, completely climate-controlled hydroponic greenhouse.
Wozniak is hoping these greenhouses will dramatically increase production and employment and keep Recovery Park and Poletown moving in a positive direction.
Within 3 to 5 years, we'll have close to 10 acres under glass growing vegetables hydroponically. That's exciting. That's a long way from plans on a drawing board.